Welcome to Wrestling Cancer. And you done something, you clicked on the hot tag, you messed up, I'm sorry. Hit the back button as fast as possible. Alright, so this might sound like it's going to be long-winded because I messed up last week. I had it all videotaped, but it sounded so sarcastic that I couldn't even stand it myself. Short story made long. Somebody said, hey, you on your hot tags, you treat your guests a little rude. You're kind of mean to the kids. Well, why ain't you nicer to the kids? People won't understand that. They'll think you just really like you. I'm playing a character. I'm playing a character. Anyway, so I made a long sarcastic video where I dressed up like some butler. I had a monocle. I'm talking wristwatch, tea time, the whole 9.5 yards. But even then, when I watched, I was like, man, that is so sarcastic. I'll end up having my parents hate me. So this is going to sound long-winded. I'm going to breeze through this hot tag as fast as I can because it's 2 weeks worth. And you'll notice the beard. I'm trying to grow out a little bit of beard. We're working on a few original programming. It's just original stories, some skits and stuff like that. And honestly, hot tag is burning into it. I'm one man. I'm one man. Anyway, let's start off with, let's go through my notes for the love of goodness. Oh, golly. Okay. We're going to start off with, what am I starting off with? And do a little something to help her win the women's championship. Now, this may go with whatever's happened to the WWE, where women and men really can't physically get. I know they just did the whole thing with Ellsworth in an intergender match, but let's be honest here. Ellsworth is almost as feminine as I am. There's no way that could even be called an intergender match. But I digress on that. Sanity, Nikki Cross lost. Ember Moon won. Ember Moon deserves it. I take nothing away from her. She deserves it. Now, I wish Sanity would have come out there and caused some interference, and so we could have had a nice little run with tag team champions. And then, you know, I went through this before. Didn't happen. So I lost that one. And then, oh yeah, Drew McIntyre dropped the ball on me too. Lost that one. And then, of course, here I am. Choo-choo, Sanity train. It derailed on me. Sanity lost. I jumped in the cold, cold pool. Now, I'll go ahead and say the War Games match was awesome. The War Games match was great. Sanity, everybody looked like $1 million in that. Everybody did. Alright, so Survivor Series rolls up. And I'm trying to remember if anything really good in Survivor Series. I know I had my notes, and I know I enjoyed it. I know I liked it. I liked that the whole AJ match with Brock was not a squash match. It starts off with AJ looking like he's going to just get run over, but he pulls out good offense and keeps him looking strong as well as Brock. The women's was a good match. I believe the SmackDown won on the women's side. No, they didn't because of Asuka. I call her Asuka every time just because of that U. It kills me. I pronounce things as best I can. Asuka. No, but Asuka. No, Asuka. Asuka. Well, I got that. That was a good match. The Charlotte versus who was she again? Alexa Bliss. That was fine. I wish I had my notes. Sorry, but yeah, that Survivor Series was good to watch. The ending was not. You could see that coming. The ending was not. It was pretty transparent. You saw the brother-in-law going against the brother-in-law. I guess that's right. Brother-in-law against brother-in-law. I don't know. Here in the South, we've never gone against our family. Yeah. Decent Survivor Series. I got to say I liked it. I might have been hyped up just because I get to see Brock and AJ, but yeah. So we were cool on that. Now, let's go with SmackDown. I got my 2 SmackDowns here, and here it is. All right, I got the right SmackDown here. All right, so we're gonna buzz through this. I'm gonna edit the best I can, but honestly, I want to get it out. And no matter how much polish I put on this, anything I do is gonna look, you know, it's not gonna look good. So I'm just gonna get this and put this out so the 2 people that actually watch it will know I'm stupid. All right. So last week's SmackDown. Now, I'm not loving Raw. So I'm kind of bypassing Raw. I'm watching it just so I can keep up to date with what's going on. The NXT TakeOver Women's Division is doing a simultaneous takeover. But Raw just doesn't give me enough to care. SmackDown, on the other hand, usually a good show. I believe last week's, if we're fixing to go through this, I don't think last week's was. But here we go. Alright, so Jey Uso versus Shelton Benjamin. You know, I saw Jey Uso chewing on his belt. I don't know if anybody wants those belts anymore. I tell you, I don't like the Usos right now. My little boy loves the Usos. I don't like them. I've liked Shelton Benjamin forever. So I hope Shelton gets some love. But until they work out their tag team, I don't know if they will. It's just real weird. Alright. So jumping back, we got a segment with Kevin and Zayn. And why am I doing this? Oh, that's why. Because I couldn't stand it when Kevin and Zayn looked at Bobby Roode and said, "Hey, you got potential." No joke. Bobby Roode's had potential and showed it for a long time, my friend. He's been in TNA for a long time, just shooting it with beer money. And you know what? It was almost insulting him saying that. But I understand. He's in NXT. He just got out of NXT. Yeah, whatever. All right, now, here's the part that I really do like. I didn't like the Uso match with Shelton. But Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan showed up for their own SmackDown NXT takeover, which, man, I love a good takeover. I really do. Now, it was weird seeing Liv Morgan playing almost a heel. She has always been baby, but I got a feeling she might go the Bliss route, where Bliss was pure babyface, and then she got into being a heel, and it worked perfectly for her. I don't know if it'll work with Liv. She's going to have to change her style a little bit, I'm afraid. Ruby Riott, man, yeah, she's got it. She's got it. She's got the mic skills, and she's got the ability. Liv's got to work on her mic skills for being a heel a little bit. Even when she's trying to talk smack, she sounds too sweet. And Sarah Logan, I don't know. I saw her in NXT just a few weeks ago or a month ago. She was wearing squirrel pelts, which is fine here in the South. I mean, we didn't think nothing of it. We just thought she was going to barter when she was done with the match. But this whole little takeover, I'm down with. I like to see the NXT. I like to see the women's division get some love. I want them to get a 4th member. I don't know where they'll get it. They might get Natalya, which I hope not, because I can't stand Natalya as a heel. But if they get Natalya, we're going to throw her in there with the NXT, or they pull up somebody from the NXT to women's division. Then we got a 4-on-4. We got a 4 horsewomen against the NXT group. which they get. I know the name of it because I've seen the SmackDown, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it out there to you because I'll skip it the next time we get to it. But they're calling themselves the Riot Team, Riot Squad. They're calling themselves a Riot Squad. That ain't working for me, man. I don't like that at all. I can't stand that. That's like calling the 4 Horsewomen the Charlotte Squad. It's not good. All right, so we're going to oh my gosh, the Bludgeoning Brothers. Their introduction to, I don't know, to SmackDown. I don't know. I can't. I hate it. The Bludgeoning Brothers, I can't stand them. I liked them when they were in their Wyatt family. That whole faction was a good faction. I don't know why when we split the brand up, they come back as the Bludgeoning Brothers, acting like the hammer throwing guys from the Super Mario Brothers game. They went against the Hype Bros. Of course, they squashed the Hype Bros within seconds, making no. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's the Hype Bros. As much as I like Zach and Mojo, they're just treating them like junk. Their finisher was like basically what Razor Ramon would do. I don't know, it wasn't that great of a finisher, although they did have one moment of synergy that did look pretty good. Oh yeah. Okay, now we got Natalya, and I tell you, her outfit, Natalya, man, she's got to lay off those leather ribbons. I mean, she looks like a Hot Topic threw up all over something from the Hobby Lobby. It's leather ribbons with spikes. Oh man, it's bad. I liked her as a face. I don't like her as a heel at all. Man, this SmackDown's killing me. Yeah, okay. So they're as I wrote here, there are wrestlers that can play babyface role that can't play a heel role. Like you would never see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat playing a heel. He was too good of a babyface. You got some that can't really be a face, but they're good as heels. I love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens as a heel is his perfect spot. As a face, not so much. And I also want to say that about Ziggler. Ziggler is over. I mean, he's over. He can be a villain, a heel, whatever. A face, they're going to cheer for him. Well, at least they used to cheer for him. They should cheer for him. The man works. Now, some really couldn't pull off either without a face piece like Brock Lesnar. I mean, he's in limbo. He is a beast, but they don't really know how to categorize him. But he's got Paul Heyman, which Paul Heyman, I would like to see Paul Heyman get teamed up with the worst wrestler they can find, and I bet you he could get him over. I bet you Paul Heyman could get me over. In my out-of-shape body, if I put on a pair of tights, they could be pink tights, which I guess Bret Heyman Hart wore pink tights, but I ain't Bret. He could get me over with his talk. I could lose every match. I would lose every match. My body couldn't take it. But Paul Heyman can do about anything. Now, there's some like AJ Styles that could play King Lear if he wanted to. He can do whatever he wants to. He could be in the Macbeth, whatever. AJ's and like I said, Natalya, I can't stand as a heel. Okay, so AJ comes out there, you know, just to talk about him and his Brock fight, and then Jinder Mahal pops up on the Jumbotron, and he actually refers to Beastmaster, which is just embarrassing for everybody involved. But you know, Jinder's lackeys comes out there, and there's a segment where one of Jinder's lackeys is about to get himself a Styles Clash, and it looks almost erotic. It looks like one of those scenes where the man's having to watch something bad happen to his woman, and there's nothing he can do about it. It almost looked like a Poor Jinder just sit here and had to watch his woman get defiled by AJ Styles. It looked very bad and confusing. Charlotte versus Natalya. Charlotte, as always, and she dresses for success. But and I think I'm getting confused. And somebody in the comments, please tell me. And I know nobody will, because nobody actually comments. It used to be a day where the heel came out first the face would come out second. Unless the heel was the champion and the face would come out first and the heel would come out second. But the face as the champion came out first and the heel came out second. It seems backwards. I don't know. Did they change things? Am I completely wrong about it? Well, anyway, it was just it was an okay match going on until the women's invasion. Now Ruby Riott, Liv, and Logan. I mean, ooh, almost forgot her. They rush in. They do their damage. It's good. It's a good takeover. If they got this could carry. This could be a good storyline if they do it right. That's a big if, but yeah, it could happen. Last match of the night: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Kofi Kingston and Big E. The match was okay. I was irritated by how the Lumberjacks started fighting amongst themselves. It's a very irritating storyline. It makes no sense. I don't know how that could actually happen, especially since it starts between two guys, and it was very irritating. Now, Epico had the worst seat in the house, because right behind his right ear has Big E Langston doing his dance. And that's got to be a bad place to be right there. I feel sorry for that man. But, of course, because of the chaos, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win. Now, I do like when Kevin Owens and Zayn got thrown out. Everybody beat the mess out of them. But if Kofi went out, they were like, they backed off of the faces. That was fun. I mean, I like that. Everybody wants to get a piece of Kevin Owens and Zayn after Survivor Series. SmackDown was not that good last week. So, I'm sorry to say it was a loss on that one. There were some good moments. The invasion starts with the women's division. I like it. AJ stays strong. The rest of the show just didn't do it for me. Alright? Now, I want to get to something that's going to be the end of this video before I do the SmackDown and NXT for this actual week. The boy and his dad. I'm in character, people. The boy and his dad. They got him a Slam crate. And I read their Stable magazine that was in the Slam crate. And it says it's powered by Loot Crate. So I don't know if they actually wrote it or if somebody at WWE wrote it. It's unexcusable. Either one that wrote this. So nobody's going to watch this from either side. But if somebody just happens to read this, jeez. If any intern at WWE or Loot Crate happen to stumble upon this part of the video, I almost want to put this separate. Matter of fact, I will. Stay tuned. I'm going to put this separate because this is a rant that I really have a little bit of passion about. So, before I do my next video, we're going to cut this and I'm going to put this as a separate video. So, maybe somebody will happen upon it and explain some stuff to me. I might be completely wrong. I'm not. I'm not wrong. But, irritated me a little bit. Alright? So, although this was a very poorly done video, you might not have watched it. You might have. If you're still here, you did, obviously. I'm Will, and thank you for helping me wrestle with cancer.